hopefully that is coming through for you. I'm going to swap over. And I have the handout pulled up here so you can follow along. So our goal for today is to learn how to quickly brand the client portal by choosing your own colors, customizing the welcome message, and adding a portal banner so that the client portal can feel like home for you and your clients. And this is really a quick thing to do. So it's much easier than you might be thinking. The hardest part actually might be, where you want to design your banner. And that kind of takes place outside of Dubsado. So the good news is the setup inside of Dubsado is really easy here. So as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm not going to be going over all of the details on how to use client portals. So I did add a link in the handout for you to find the replay to Cameron's webinar all about client portals. So do check that out if you're new and you're wanting to learn about client portals as a whole. Some things you might need to customize your client portal would be your brand colors, specifically those hex codes that you would use to put the colors on your website, those 6-digit color codes. We're able to use those to customize the portal. A banner image, which we'll talk about, and a logo if you want to include that in the portal as well. All right, and in your handout, I also added in a diagram that you'll be able to refer back to, and this is in our Help Center as well, just in case you get lost on what the settings do and what the settings change, but we are going to go through step by step and talk about what each of them does. So over here in Dubsado, you can find those portal settings by going up to the top and clicking on that gear icon right there. Those are your brand settings. And on the left-hand side, we'll click on the portal tab, and that is how you access these settings to customize the look and feel of the client portal. So in here, we will, just kind of taking a look, we have some text we can change on this side. We have some colors we can change on the right-hand side, and we have places to upload the banner image as well as a logo. So before I get too much further along, what I want to do is open up a client portal so that we can kind of see how these changes are making their effect. So I'm going to go over to the projects page. One of the questions we get a lot is, how do you look at the client portal? How do you see what the client is seeing? You're actually going to just log into the client portal as if you are the client. And a fast way to get there is just by opening the client's project. Here in the project sidebar under portal, if the portal is not yet active, you'll have to click on this drop down to activate it. This portal is active and we've set a password. So I'm just going to click the drop down and then click view. And that is going to open up the portal so we can see exactly what the client sees. And like I mentioned, I set a password for this portal. So I'm just going to enter that in to access it. And this is, again, exactly what the client will be seeing. Okay, so this is our view of the portal. I wanted to really make a contrast in the different colors so that you can tell where they are being applied. So let's take a look at those first. You can hopefully see a green color at the top, and then the headings of these little kind of summary tabs right here are this, purple, blue color. So back in our settings again for the portal, here we go. We can see where those colors are coming from right here down the side. So this is one of the first things you might want to set up is to add in those colors. You just paste in the color code, or you can click into here and use the little color selector to find a color that you would like. But the portal banner color, the green that we have right now, that is what shows across the top of the screen in the portal. And then the portal summary header color that purple, that's what's showing up for these tabs, these summary tabs. So those are the two main colors that you can change in the client portal. And then you'll obviously want to make sure you're changing the text color as well on these two areas to make sure it contrasts enough for your clients to read clearly. So in my case, I have chosen white for both of those options there. So the portal banner font color, that's changing this text up here in the banner area. And then the summary font color, that is changing the color of the text across these tabs right here. So those are the four colors that you can change inside of the portal. So you can really use your branded color scheme to make that your own. Speaking of the portal welcome message, that text there on the banner, you can change that message right up here at the top. So I named it the same thing as the field so that we can easily identify it right here inside the portal. You can make this say just about anything you would like. I probably wouldn't make it too long, probably think within the realm of, maxing out at 5 to 7 words. We wouldn't want a paragraph here because of the size of the text, but a nice little welcome message or the name of your brand is a good way to go there. You also have the option of completely hiding the welcome message. So that is great if you want to really use your banner instead. You don't want any text at the top. You just want the banner alone. You can check this box right here and it will remove that text. So you don't have to display it. It is optional. We also have the ability to change the text that goes on the tab where your client accesses the projects. So that's the portal projects label override. And I've called it projects label again, so we can easily identify it. And it's that second tab right here, the projects label, as I've called it. If you have had an account solutions call with us in the past and you've gone into your client portal to access the call recording and the other resources we provide for you, you will have noticed that in your client portal, this tab is called calls. That's because each of our projects that we have with our clients, you guys, as you call in, we consider each project to be a call or a session that we have had with you. So calls is a good label for this tab in our case, because it matches what we do. So you might want to leave this as projects if you're more of a designer or do project-based work. I've talked to coaches and consultants. They like to maybe call this tab documents, homework, sessions, calls, just like us, whatever will help your client identify what is inside of this tab. And what is inside of this tab is going to be access to the client's projects. So any projects you have with that client, the client can filter through here, pull it up, and then any of the invoices, contracts, forms, etc., that have been applied to the portal will appear here. So that's what that label is all about. You can name it something custom to help your clients find where most of the information is going to be inside of their portal. Okay, so let's move on to some of the images. And this is generally what a lot of folks are looking to do in the portal, is add in a banner and maybe even a custom logo. So I'll go over the logo first since it's right here. So the portal specific logo would be if you want to add a different logo to your portal instead of what your main logo is. So in your branding settings, as part of your brand settings, you should have uploaded a logo right here. And this is the logo that you'll see at the top of the screen when you're navigating throughout Dubsado. And this is also the logo that appears on your invoices. So that's great. But if we look at my client portal here, my logo is not looking so good. First of all, it's not transparent, so it doesn't blend into the background very well. And even if it were transparent, I don't know about the purple on green look necessarily. So in this case, especially, I might like to add a different logo to show up in the portal to go better with the design. So we can do that back in the portal settings right here. And under portal specific logo, I'll just click upload, and then I'll choose my logo image. So I have a great version of the Dubsado logo that's in all white, and it does have that transparent background. So I can open that up and select that here. And of course, the logo is white, so it looks like a big white box. But if yours has some color to it, you would see it appearing right here. And you can clear that logo out at any time by clicking the red X there in the corner. Just like the welcome message, you do have the ability to completely hide the logo as well. So if you'd rather just put all of your design into the portal banner image, you can certainly check this box right here at the bottom and just hide the logo entirely. That is an option as well. So before we go back to the portal banners, let me quickly show you how you can check your changes that you're customizing here into your portal. So first of all, anytime you make some changes, for instance, let me change this back to sessions. We have, let's see, uploaded the logo. We'll put in a different message here. And up here in the top corner, I want to make sure to click save. So none of the changes are saved until you click that button there at the top. And once that disappears, everything is saved. But back in the portal, to actually see the changes take effect, what you want to do is come over on the right-hand side and click log out. So log out of the portal and then log back in to see the changes take effect. There we go. So now back inside of the portal, you can see I changed the name of that tab for the projects. We updated the welcome message, and I added in my much better looking logo for the background color there. All right, so let's get to the portal banners. If you've been through our Facebook community, you've probably seen a number of posts with people sharing amazing portal banner images that they've created. We have some really creative Dubsado users in our family, and that is excellent. I am more of a minimalist myself. I would probably stick with just the banner color, but obviously creating that banner with some great images and things connected to your brand is a great way to really make the portal feel like home. So I will not be giving a design class here, but we can upload that banner, and the surprise waiting for you in your handout is actually a few links to Canva templates for some portal banners. Our wonderful CEO, Becca, I don't know how she found the time to do this, but she has created some incredible banner templates for you. Let me give you a little preview. We'll sneak down to the bottom here. So Becca has actually created some beautiful portal banner images in both desktop and mobile size that you can open up as a Canva template, add your own text, change the colors, edit to your liking, and then download and use in the portal. And it's already set to the correct dimensions. So we'll be going over that a bit as well. But those are in there for you. You can click on the links to access the templates, and they are our gift to you. So please enjoy them. And of course, when we're talking about portal sizes, we do also have some blank templates for you here as well, if you want to start from scratch and have those dimensions. So yes, the portal banner image is going to replace the color up here at the top with an image instead. So if I go back here to portal banner and click upload, I have a portal banner image right here, one of the templates Becca has created, and I can upload that. Hopefully, I'm not sure if the screen share is showing this file selector that has come up, but I can see here that the dimensions, so the size of the image is 1800 pixels by 200 pixels. So that is the recommended proportions for your image for the portal banner, 1800 by 200. Of course, when you are using a much larger screen, I have a very large desktop screen. An image of that size may still appear a bit blurry. So you do not have to use exactly 1800 by 200 pixels. You can scale that up with the same proportion. You can do 2700 pixels by 300 pixels. It's going to be the same proportions, but a different size ultimately. So if you've been struggling with your banner appearing a little pixelated, and you may have a very large screen, especially if you're a designer, that could be the reason. Also keep in mind what the size of the screen is that your clients are using. If your clients are using a small laptop, it might not appear blurry to them as it does to you. So we've uploaded that portal banner here. And then, of course, for our design savvy friends among us, depending on how you've laid out the banner, you might want to create a different design for smaller devices. And let me show you why that is. So I'm going to use just one banner here because uploading a separate banner image just for the mobile sizes, that is optional. So I'm just going to stick with one for now and save. And let's log back in to see our changes. Okay, so now we've got that great portal banner showing up here at the top. It is a little pixelated on my screen because of the size of my screen. I would probably want those larger proportions ultimately. But, and this is a really cool trick that I wanted to share with you, how you can actually check how your portal banner will look on devices of different sizes. So you can decide if you need to create a mobile banner or not. Maybe the same design will work across all sizes for you. So if you're using Google Chrome, we're actually going to pull up a responsive design preview tool. And this is available in other browsers as well. You can just look up like responsive design mode or something similar for other browsers. But in Chrome, you would go up to the very top menu and click View. And then in that menu, go under Developer and then Developer Tools. So we are opening the Developer Tools in Chrome. Don't be scared if you're not a developer, you can still open the tools. So with those open, and I actually have it started here, it's a number of tools, but inside of that toolbar, hopefully you can see there is a little icon with a phone and a tablet. This brings up a special toolbar in the browser, which allows us to preview the portal at different sizes. So just by clicking across these bars right here, and you'll see it highlights, this would be like a small mobile screen. This would be a large mobile screen. We have a laptop screen, all being simulated without you having to go across, check your phone, check your tablet, see how it looks. You can preview it all in your browser. So when we do that, it looks pretty good on the laptop. If we go up to 4K, that would be a very large screen. You can see how, the image starts to, kind of lose some of the dimensions there. On a laptop, again, looks pretty good. But when we go down to like a small mobile screen or any of the mobile screens, we're losing all of our image there. All of that design, it's just the color. So that would be where you want to maybe create a separate mobile banner for your portal. So if we do that, see, and it is sort of anchored, the image gets kind of anchored to the left-hand side, so you can think about your design in that way, that anything on the right, that is what's going to be cut off as the screen, compresses on the smaller devices. So that's where this design is more compressed. So we'll save that. We'll go back through here, log out, log back in. And there we see a little bit different view with the banner image there. And if I go back out to a laptop or a larger screen, it's just kind of more customized to the different sizes. So that gives you better control over what is going to be seen on the banner. And of course, if you do want to absolutely double check and make sure that the banner is looking good on other devices, pull it up on another device ultimately, because we can get this tool isn't foolproof. So when you're finished with your design, you might want to just double check on another device. But yeah, that's the difference between the mobile banner and the desktop banner. So the desktop banner is going to have those dimensions of 1800 by 200, or the proportions at least. And the mobile banner, which we do have a template for as well, those proportions are going to be 700 by 400. So it's a little more square, a little less wide. And then finally, for that portal specific logo, the dimensions are ultimately somewhat up to you. So some of us have logos that are more square, like Dubsado. The logo dimensions are a little more square. Some of us have logos that are more rectangular, a little longer. But the ideal proportions would be 200 wide by 100 tall. So you can think about that when uploading the portal specific logo as well. All right, so that's pretty much it for customizing the client portal, creating your color scheme. And by the way, Becca really went all out here. She provided some color schemes to go with each of the banner designs as well. So if you're really stuck and you just want to get this out of the way, we have done it for you. You can absolutely just download that template and then use the color scheme right there. But again, that is pretty much it. Your, welcome message, the project's label, the logo, banner, and then any of the colors down here that you want to customize. Back under the utilities folder, though, in the address book, I want to show you a pretty cool little thing you can do if you're really enjoying working with these portal banners and you have some special clients. You can actually create a custom portal banner for a specific client. So again, under utilities and address book, you can come into the address book and find any client that you think is special enough to have their own portal banner. I'll choose Becca. And you can come in here under the portal settings and actually upload a custom portal banner just for this client. So you can click that pencil icon to upload it here. There's not going to be a separate mobile option in this case. It is just going to be the one desktop view. But what's really cool about this is it gives you the opportunity to customize the portal, maybe with some images of the couple, if you're working in the wedding industry, or if you only take on a few very special clients a year, you want to really customize the look of that portal, you can absolutely do that. What I do want to say about this is, just like anything else in Dubsado, create a process and make a template for it. So even though the banner template wouldn't be inside of Dubsado, it would be maybe in Canva or Photoshop, wherever you design your graphics. Have a template so that you're not wasting too much time creating the banner for every individual client if you want to do that. Obviously, this is very optional, and up to you depending on, how you want to do that for your clients. But if you do want to go this route, make sure that you have a template so that you can quickly load in those images and produce the banner without having to remake it every single time. And I just bring that up too because, sometimes we see folks getting a little bit stuck on this step of customizing the client portal. And, that's okay. But I just wanted to show you today that it's really a quick thing that you can do for your business. And it doesn't have to be something that you spend a ton of time on. Even just adding in your custom colors and customizing the message is a perfect way to get started with this. So don't get too stuck on it. There are, many more things in your business that will need your attention, especially as we gear up for the new year soon. So hopefully this helps you get started on that if you've been putting it off. Or maybe you didn't know you could customize the portal, and hopefully you do now. So very cool there.